Greetings, galactic sisters and bro-stars of the eternal light of our angelic lineage, rising up, ascending into the glory and brilliance of the golden age of enlightenment, here now, forevermore. Today we had another powerful day of higher dimensional waves flowing in, 818 coming in. I was in between worlds all day. Sunat Kumara, Saint Germain, and our families of light from star system Sirius A were coming through all day, and the violet flame is fully activated now of Saint Germain. So feel into that energy and transmit that out into this realm, into the field, into Gaia, and all of Gaia's children, the children of the sun. We had an 11 hertz manifestation on the Schumann charts today, and multiple patterns and codes coming in. It's almost like Braille or Morse code that's appearing in the Schumann charts now. This is symbolic, synchronic with the angelic light languages that are manifesting through all of you, the star blossoms, the awakening star seeds that came here for this great mission of ascension and manifesting heaven on earth. We had over 115 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. We had a 4.9 in the South Sandwich Islands, close to the Antarctic Circle, 4.9 magnitude, the 13 energy of the Divine Goddess. This was at 1527. 59.505 latitude, 24.699 longitude. We have the 555, the 13 of the Divine Goddess, and the 99 of our sky nations, the sky beings, the most powerful being the thunder beings, and they're coming through now. We had a 5.0 in the mid-Indian Ridge in the Indian Ocean, a 4.0 in the crown of Lemuria, Unimak Island, Alaska, 1633 UTC, 163.504 longitude, 53.137 latitude, 37 to the 73, 33 and the 1616 of the 77707. Greenfield, California had several activations today, with a 3.0, 3.5, and 3.0. Greece, Crete, the portal of the Divine Goddess, 4.1, and then the sacred portal, South America, Argentina, and the foothills of the Andes Mountains, a 4.5, the 9 energy, 111 kilometers depth, 111 kilometers. So the whole ring of fire totally lit up again today. And we, beloved beings of light, are being totally lit up from the fire from within. The fire that burns and the threefold flame that merge together into the true center. The center of the sacred hoop, center of the medicine wheel. As we are all being resurrected through the codes of the Christos flowing in from the central sun and through our sun into the sons and daughters of the Great Spirit. Today's first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. Mercury retrograde, October 13th through November 3rd, 2020. Mental havoc. October 13th, 2020, Mercury retrograde started off in Scorpio and ends on November 3rd in Libra. Mercury opposite Uranus plays a major impact during this Mercury retrograde and adds to the amplification of potential communication problems. This includes speaking, thoughts, projects involving internet, Wi-Fi, radio, TV, and all travel. Most people on Earth function in 3D Earth externally based. Those that will experience being ascended are not externally based. They live within their heart. For the majority as of now, Mercury retrograde messes up the way they function and processes things as well as plan things. This is not because this aspect is against how things function. It is that it is the intense nudge to not do that, to move towards inner being through the heart. This nudge with this aspect intensifying the impact becomes a huge explosive push towards, come on now, shift from external based to internal divine awareness flow in the moment awareness. Speak less, listen more carefully. Do not shoot off the mouth like so many do. Now are the moments to walk your talk. Stay internally focused. This practice and way of being is what will be the way you transition into being the divine. Start somewhere, start now. Notice each thought, each breath, each internal movement of your heart. If you can, 24/7, be aware of every breath and each heartbeat, you will have mastered form. Pay attention to you. In this we activate you now, and love now, the new divinehumanity.com. And from Forever Conscious, the planets are aligned in a potent T-square configuration all week and will be activated by the upcoming super new moon. We also have Mercury joining Mars in retrograde. Uranus, the planet of awakening, is very active too in the opening of the Arcturus gateway. All of this energy is beckoning us to go within, to honor our own truth and our own thoughts and feelings. We must drown out the chatter of the outside world and listen to your own heart, soul, and body. We may notice new insights and information coming to the surface this week that may rattle us, but this is only helping us to awaken deeper. Be gentle with yourself, find your center, stay grounded but connected to the high-frequency Arcturian energies that are also greeting us at the end of the week. It's a lot of energy, so work with it how you see fit. From foreverconscious.com, and today from Divine Brostar of the Light Pars Kute. We are moving away from the negativity of the old earth. We are letting go of the energy of the old reality. The universe will bring the new, and it is going to be a complete turnaround, beyond belief. And we are all going there now. We have the power to choose the new energy frequency of higher states of consciousness. With sacred love of one, Pars Kute, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Kali Salvator. Energy update. In the event of a solar storm, be ready, prepared, and safe. Solar storms have intensified. In recent years, whether you were aware of it or not, work went on to prepare the Earth and all of its inhabitants for the great dimensional leap. The energy from your sun has been charged with the photonic energy of the central sun to prepare our bodies for accelerations and stabilized change. There is a greater plan, the universal plan, which has been in existence for millions of years, and it is all focused now, in this moment that you are. Everything is coming together exactly as it should. As you have heard many times, everything is orchestrated. So we only ask you to trust now and trust in what is and what will be. Look at everything that is happening, but just look at it, just see it for what it is. We can't say exactly when the event will be yet, but it's getting closer. We cannot give you a date, but we can say that everything is leading to this. But once that happens, everything will be smooth and you'll be able to unfasten your seatbelts and breathe a huge sigh of relief. The great ascension of humanity is near, and it is time for you to begin preparing your body, mind, and soul for this process. If you follow world news and events, inquiring is fine, but you must also be aware that the continuous flow of this third-dimensional information will lower your vibrational level. It will arouse your anger, sadness, and at worst, for those extremely sensitive empaths among you, can even leave you feeling helpless. You have to balance the information you look at, get used to turning off the television and other media that send negative news, disconnect from media and electronic devices for a few hours a day, walk, spend time in nature, play with your children and pets, listen to music, move your body, and relax your mind. The frequency of the earth is increasing, and your physical bodies will learn to match this new vibratory level. But you must be determined to diligently undertake this sacred journey. Prepare your physical bodies. The best way to do this is to fast. Start intermittent fasting as soon as possible, because this will allow for a very fast frequency shift. It will allow to redirect the energy currently used for digestive and metabolic processes towards the strengthening of the neurological systems. Drink plenty of fresh water, eat raw fruits and vegetables, and avoid processed foods, sugar, and alcohol as much as possible. Meditate, relax, let go, let the love flow. Things are pretty calm this week, but next week it will be anything but. We will continue to have a lot of ascension energies flowing from our central sun. These waves of ascension energy will become very intense as we wrap up the rest of this month. From next week, we expect solar storms to intensify. These energy waves are physically preparing us for the solar flash event. This year, the ascension energies have been powerful, as have the changes that have come with them. We're going through a rapid activation process as our DNA continues to change and update from the incoming light codes. These new codes are used to transform the physical body from carbon to silicon. That is the new structure of the human being, who will have to get used to entering the fourth dimension first, and then quickly pass into the fifth dimension. Due to these solar storms, there may be some phenomena in the skies. If so, prepare yourself. It is very likely that the strong photonic storms that arrive from the central sun entering the Earth's electromagnetic field, in addition to making visible phenomena appear in the sky, northern lights or fiery red sky, cause electrical and electronic networks to blow up for some time, telephones and internet included, reasons for which we urge you to procure goods and means of primary necessity such as candles, flashlights, drinking water, water in drums for washing and other necessities, a gas bottle with camping stove, firewood if you have a fireplace or stove, dried fruit, long life fruit and vegetables, canned food, food for your pets, small cash for expenses, and necessary medicines. It is necessary to eat little and healthy so as not to tire the body in this transformation process. Stay safe and secure at home. Close the doors, as many people will panic, not knowing the facts due to the misinformation of the media. Help your neighbors if they are not aware of the situation, and inform your loved ones. Stay calm and have faith. Thousands of our ships and beings have come from all over to assist in this transition. It is in the great interest of the earth and the star nations seated upon her, embodied through her. We have all come out to facilitate the fast approaching changes and to be by your side and ready to take action. You are loved and supported by all of us in this momentous moment. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh, 2-7, flowing in. Past cycles and lifetimes of being cheated on are coming up for review and final judgments today. This is justice for the Son of God and the light of Creator as well. This Friday's Libra new moon is fully supporting the scales of balance, bringing equilibrium and karmic freedom for our entire solar system, DNA, and quantum field. This is also directly affecting your counterpart and their embodiment of Christ as a holy grail counterpart. The light is shining on you both to wake up and shake up your reality into the union of the beloveds. The distorted feminine aspects within have been fighting against you to keep you asleep and hidden. The seed point of these lies you have been telling yourself is from the dark mother template. This entity's agenda has been to keep you separated, to control you in all areas of your life. She is being removed from this Libra new moon. The veils of illusions are lifting, bringing the redemption we have been praying for. Thank you, God and everyone. Our prayers are gladly being answered today. This is clearing the block so blessings may shower into our lives from Creator. You are one with Creator. Anything that tells you otherwise is blasphemous. This truth is waking up in you, as well as your position and inherent birthrights of new earth, as yours, beloveds. Psalms 37:11, the mirror of 1173, the portal to heaven on earth. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. In Yeshua's name, Amen. We are receiving our new hearts, thy kingdom come, neutralizing of the old Adam and Eve cycle of evil, karma, adultery, and separation is completing. This is a lot for each of us to be individually neutralizing. So be kind to yourself and treat yourself. Scorpio season 2020 is bringing more of the Son of the Light for the Trinity 1221. Aho. And today, from the Gene Keys, Unlocking Your Higher Purpose, Hidden in Your DNA by Richard Rudd, Gene Key 32, October 14th through October 18th, 2020. Failure, preservation, veneration. The highest purpose we have as humans is to live well and savor more moments, to sip from the arc of eons, to revel in the riot of color that's our life, to see the poetics of nature and not pass them by. That's such an art. All the money in the world isn't worth the ability to learn the art of living well. Excerpt from the 64 Ways, from the Yi Ching. Duration. Thunder nourishes new seeds, grafting young sprouts to old trees. The transmission continues unimpeded. Veneration is awakened clarity. Perseverance is initiative with intuition. Failure is agitated unease. Realization through intention. Thus the superior man stands firm and does not change his direction. When we trust in life enough, we begin to trust in the events of our lives too. We allow them to shatter us, and that reframes our view. We realize that this impulse to preserve what we love has a whole new field to live in. What is essential? That is the great inner question. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from thegenekeys.com. Today, from the Archangelic Calendar. Gaia is in the element of spirit in a very equally balanced sort of way. This means that Gaia is holding all the elements in equal force instead of inwardly reflecting for calm and balance. This coincides with many changes taking place in divine essence and timing. We were able to move a great amount of energy in the right direction. As a result, we shifted hard. This is a miraculous timeline as it starts to dictate its divine will. When I say miraculous, I mean that it is a very supernatural sort of way. This is a wonderful place that was a movement initiated by infinitely expanding Creator Source. The term God helps those who help themselves come to mind here, as this misconstrued notion is a macro way of permitting the highest aspects of divinity to intervene in the same direction as your efforts. The random flashes of light are the side effect of infinitely expanding Creator Source, moving us to a higher dimensional outcome of this earth drama in synchronization with the Legion's movements. There are so many changes happening at once, it will be tough to keep track of all of them. We will do our best, but hold great faith that all will be for the highest good of all involved. There are so many malevolent messages these days. It's a good time to listen intently to what is coming from within. This message trumps all other messages and always will. Hearing random clicks is an interpretation of an energetic event in your vicinity. Pay attention to the timing of this. Legion News and Disclosure. If you wonder where Archangel Michael is, he is in Shiva form, and the most physically present we have ever seen him. We announced the tribes of Cynocephalus, a member of multiple legions. They were interested in joining because we unexpectedly freed them from bondage in the assignments the other day. Archangel Ariel, who is not to be confused with Archangel Ariel, is the archangel of game and fame, as she calls it. She is redefining the macro settings of admiration. The general masses will start to admire celebrity less and value the value of human much more. All archangels can be feisty, but there are a select few who have full-on tempers. It will not distinguish who is who except for Archangel Metatron, who started as human and kept many human traits. In many ways, he is the most powerful archangel regarding earthly matters because of his human physicality. In this statement, we fulfill the law of disclosure and prepare you for what he is about to do. With no joy, we report the great Creator's passings past the guard to a new generation of greats. The metaphysical tools of consciousness go to those who use them best, the same way the creative metaphysical tools do. There will be much more of this, and it will be clear the extent to which the guard has been passed in this upcoming season. Philosophical, all-you-can-eat buffet. There are metaphysical healing areas or med beds created by various benevolent races. Access them in meditation. It's a very profound experience. Hunting for sport in any way is unacceptable in the eyes of divinity. Harming someone just because whether it is a bug or a galaxy is not part of a benevolent or sentient lifestyle. We understand that some people hunt for sustenance, although not ideal. We can certainly see why one would need to do so. In many regards, it's the intention behind the action that is the deciding factor of malevolence. There are more ways to hunt than with a gun. Finances are used much in the same way, to choke out your enemy without them knowing it. This specific methodology was framed out by the law of success as a civilized way to kill your enemy. Regardless, all of the practices of harming someone is unacceptable, and we need to remove such notions from our 5D world. We do not take any financial reasoning behind fracking as a reason to continue the practice. After all, finances are a human-made system that can be changed any time. We speak on behalf of Gaia, who is not a willing participant in fracking. This means that someone's will is being pushed upon our planet and is not respecting its sentiency. NASA is hilarious, claiming the infinite nature of space is getting too crowded. It's getting to the point where this authority of all things space-related should merge with the Ringling Brothers, as it seems to be a natural fit. There is a movement to save science, and if it refers to the need to remove corruption in science, then yes, it needs to be saved immediately. Unfortunately, this movement is to reinstate corrupt science's authority, which does not serve any purpose. An unchallenged scientific community is a dangerous notion, and these challenges must come from a free scientific community. At its best, science allows all things to be subject to rigorous debate, and if there is no debate, it becomes weaponized ignorance. Intense scientific debate was a pivotal factor in our understanding of quantum physics, but was later omitted when we were forced to blindly follow the E equals mc squared version of the universe, which is propaganda against the electric universe theory. There are few acts as damaging to humanity as a corrupt scientific community, because it bleeds into the medical, agricultural, educational, governmental, and other vital parts of our way of life. The most powerful among us should not beat our chest to tell the world how great we are. We will do our job liberating the almost 8 billion people of the earth, and ego does not get involved. If they figure out your greatness, so be it, and if not, so be it as well. Keep your eyes on the field and not on the grandstands. Your will must be stronger than your mind and body. A good test of this is getting yourself out of bed when you are exhausted. If your will is stronger than your body, you will accomplish this. The same way that your will is stronger than your mind, you can come back to life after your world crashes down. And if your will is stronger than your soul, you can easily rise from the dead. Coming back to the body, if one cannot master themselves enough to leave the bed, there isn't much fortitude left for any other endeavors. Have no pride in ignorance. It means you are not open to learning or understanding. The universe's layout is unlimited. All things will continue to grow. We know almost nothing about the vastness that actually is. We are utterly knowledgeless about the reality of what existence is. This does not mean that we should not be happily content with this fact. The tools for today's assignments are in the link in the description below. And the assignments for today: continue to use the exit and entrance portals that we created. They are beyond efficient. We are starting to become very prolific portal masters. Cities in need of violet flame assistance: New Delhi, Calcutta, Stockholm, Bali, Philadelphia, Trenton, Denver, Detroit, Berlin, Warsaw, Moscow, Cape Town, Melbourne, Sydney, Tokyo, Burma, and Myanmar. We need extra help on Australia's entire landmass. Use dense fluctuations of violet flame anytime you hear the name. This is the front line in many ways, and as spring starts in the southern hemisphere, the rebirth of nature needs to be micromanaged for malevolent intent. It would also be wise to send emerald green plasma to the country and then the planet in anticipation of planned wildfires. We see a flare-up of psychic attacks by organized darkness engulf the earth with the orange flame to pinpoint the source. Once you find the source, announce yourself with violet flame and go in with sword and shield. A potent tool that we have to assist the sleeping masses is a download center, which has been used for millennia for higher dimensional communications. To create a download center, you must zero in on a specific spot on Earth, then create a pyramid of light to plant a seed of higher consciousness to anyone who enters this area. The thing about planting a seed is that success depends upon the person tending it. If we evoke a rainbow pyramid, it will bring a more realized divine hand to the general area, but it can be any color that calls to you. If we can all commit to creating at least 9 of these anywhere in the world, we feel it proper. It would make a difference in the 3D and 5D timelines. The Gulf of Mexico has a huge temple in its center. This temple is for the best functioning ancient temple on this timeline. The temple has 9 corners that need to be activated before we activate the center with platinum lightning. The outer color codes will be individualized because this is a 12th dimensional pyramid created in a very complex quantum void. It would be best if you felt your way through each corner to see what color lightning will serve you best. There is a similar temple in the Great Barrier Reef. This temple is surrounded by multi-dimensional craft. To activate this temple, you need to place circular plasma discs on its center column in the following colors: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, brown, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. There is a powerful energy surge coming in from the heart of the earth. To encourage its release, send the following flames to the center of the earth: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, brown, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. Imbue the sun with rainbow light. Use the entrance portal we created yesterday for an enhanced effect. This is from the archangelicalendar.com. From Buddhist Master Yingmei Lingpa. The merit of being led by a sublime being is beyond comparison, far better than the merit of kings and queens. Even if you may not always practice, if you have a constant wish to practice and a constant concern about not being able to practice, you are far wealthier than the most material, successful person. If you put emphasis on generating the motivation to be kind and to enlighten all sentient beings, there is no comparison. You have surpassed what any other religion or spiritual system can do. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 199, Blue Self-Existing Storm. Self-existing is the name for the number 4, and its keywords are define, form, and measure. We are on the 4th day of the Yellow Warrior Wave spell, and to proceed, we must take a closer look at the details of our mission. Today is Blue Storm, which represents cataclysm, self-generation, and energy. When the stormy game changer falls on the 4th day, we must scrutinize in order to change our situation. Don't make any big decisions today unless you have all the facts at hand. Read the small print, take stock, and be very clear where you stand. The guide today is the Blue Eagle, which sees things from a higher perspective. This guide is very handy for today's mission. We can look at the details and see the bigger picture. Eagle helps us see everything from all angles. Day from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Blue, Self-Existing Storm. Kin 199. 14 October 2020. Transforming Vision. 14-10-2020 equal 14-10-22 equal 514 equal 10 equal 1. 14 Media, Publicity, Recognition. 5 Freedom, Transformation, Change. 10 Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1 New Beginnings, Leader, Original. 4, form, structure, foundation, earth. Kin 199 equal 19 equal 10 equal 1. New beginnings, leadership, manifestation. Tone 4, self-existing, form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. Multiple 1 and 4 codes today, building a new divine foundation for transformation. Day 4 in the Yellow Warrior wave spell of fearlessly questioning everything in our path with a profound intelligence, disabling the old paradigm, and fully focused on forging a new path to a brave new world. Today we are defining change, using our minds to intelligently question everything, so that we may be able to define what it is to go beyond fear, to the core of our planetary missions. Tone of creation, self-existing, tone 4, operates in the mental realm. Action measures, power defines, essence form. Self-existing number 4 takes form, and we have ourselves a square shape. Self-existing, measuring and defining. Very intelligent, fascinated by self. We now have built a sturdy platform upon which further growth takes place. Today we are using our minds to define our quest and measure the energy that is needed to catalyze this transformation, defining how we can transform our lives through building a solid divine structure for our mission. Dispense with the rest and build your new solid foundations on the basis of divine alchemy and magical manifestations through the clarity and future vision. Go forth and build this new, more expansive foundation. Today, Blue Storm purifies anything in your mind that is not in alignment with your highest future vision. This brilliant, liberating storm has tremendous power and charge behind it, which can be focused on transporting your mind from one reality to the next, leaving behind the old paradigm and finding yourself in a brilliant, prosperous new reality. We ain't in Kansas anymore, Toto. Hold on to your red slippers and get ready for great change. There is no going back now. Full storm ahead. The storm merges with the white wind, and it is thus divinely directed in its path of minimal destruction for the purpose of bringing you to a place of greater peace and clarity within your soul, catalyzing great change with the communication of spirit, guiding your way back to wholeness. Listen to the wind, and allow the storm to carry these encoded messages through our knowingness, allowing all these powerful forces to channel through us as we align with our divine missions and allow spirit to express itself through us as divine conduits. Activate the flow of great transformation through self-generation today. So planetary kin, trust in the power of great spirit today and the winds of change to catalyze the tremendous changes your soul seeks as you fearlessly awaken to the greater vision for your life in our new world. Today's question is, how can I harness the power of the storm to catalyze the great transformation and manifest my highest vision for my life and our world? Divine blessings for defining and forming a wonderful new foundation for your mission. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 199. Blue, self-existing storm. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to catalyze. Measuring energy, I seal the matrix of self-generation with a self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of vision. And with that, beloved visionaries of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities, and let us know your visions for the new earth, for heaven on earth, what that means to you. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone for your continued support on Patreon and your donations. If you'd like to support my work and mission and my vision for manifesting the first blueprint for healing retreat centers and sanctuaries, you can make a monthly pledge starting at $5 a month up to $50 or whatever you can afford. And you can do this at patreon.com/prime disclosure. We are about halfway to the pledges to where I can demonetize our YouTube channel, meaning take out the ads off. They've cut that in half over the last week or so anyways, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll take another great leap of faith and demonetize it regardless of the pledges. 939 coming in. So a couple quick stories and then I bid you all adieu. Because I've been having some interesting and funny synchronicities and events on elevators lately, I'll tell you another story about life on an elevator. Up, going up, that's the ascension. Rising in the elevators to be elevated with great levity and joy. The other day when I was having a conversation with Divine Sister Patricia on the elevator, and we were stuck on floor 3, kept looking up 333, the angelics coming in. As our conversation lasted maybe 7 to 11 minutes, we were in this elevator with the door closed, and as we were finishing our conversation, the door opens, and standing there are 3 young gentlemen waiting to get on. So Patricia left and I was heading down, and the 3 guys get on the elevator with me, and one had a guitar in hand. So I was like, oh, you guys in a band? What band you all in? And they said, yeah, we play music for weddings. I said, you all from around here? Can you guys let me live with you here for a little bit? They said, no, we're from Irvine, California. They're like, where are you from? I said, Cleveland, Ohio. I said, oh, that's a long way from here. I said, yeah, I drove 3,000 miles for love. And they said, oh, really? I said, yes, to be reunited with my goddess, my queen, the condor. They're like, really? They were all excited. You could feel the energy. People loved the story. The great leap of faith. I said, yeah, I left my business of 17 years, gave it away, my family, hundreds of friends, to be with my love, for love. They were all lit up and asked me, how's it going with her? And I said, amazing. The Great Spirit has been good to me. And like the Heyoka I am, I get on my knees with my hands in the air on the elevator. These guys are laughing. I said, I pray to God every day. It keeps going amazing. With my buffoonery, and we were laughing. It was the strangest 2-minute elevator ride. As we got off, they were high-fiving me and shaking my hand. And, you know, it's these little moments of inspiration and connection. So I told them to check out my primedisclosure.com, and that I do a daily transmission on the awakening of consciousness and about the eagle and the condor. And we parted ways, and just makes me laugh to think about these moments in time where these great connections, they can uplift people's spirit and give people the fire, the motivation, the empowerment to live their visions and their passions. And this has been the greatest leap of faith, the greatest adventure. And Great Spirit has showed me the whole path. Any doubt that came up, as it was resolved, my guides, my team, our legions, always showing me they have my back, and showing with this great faith and the great gnosis, the knowledge of the intuition, the feeling that pulls you like a magnet, like I was pulled to my condor, my queen, my goddess, my everything. And it's been the greatest joy, the greatest bliss and love, the unconditional love that she showed me and my soul star family, with their kindness and welcoming hearts and great spirits and love that is within each individual, that we're activating each other and coming together in these soul families, in our true families, from our original star seeds, our soul star, our soul spark, which we lowered into this realm for this great mission. And as we're being activated with these higher dimensional downloads, visions, recalls, memories, we realize, based on the quantum field and the convoluted universe that Dolores Cannon so eloquently taught, how all these timelines are linked together, and that is what we're doing here now, merging these timelines. So I see myself and my queen and my soul star family, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, the crystal children, La Familia, existing currently in the 12D Venusian lineage family, our elven nation, in this now, but in a higher dimension, in that veil, as my condors tearing the veils apart within me and around myself, and our divine union, our divine connection that is opening the eyes of my spirit and making me feel on the deepest level, opening my heart's center fully to be able to assist you, my familia, all sentient beings of humanity, to manifest heaven on earth. That is the love that is within, experienced externally, and the love that is, we could say, without, or external. So the non-physical into the physical, the formless into the form, the emptiness into the form, the love and light that is within, to transmit out to the ends of the universe, to all central suns, the central sun within connected to the external central suns. And it is through this transmission, through this emanation, we call the emanation of the eagle, the great eagle, the original eagle, that I am doing my best to embody what I call the white gold eagle, the divine masculine of the north, that is reunited with his divine feminine, the black gold condor of the south, and this symbolizes the yin-yang. It's an internal event that mirrors this external event of eternal bliss consciousness, and the new earth, the new Eden, the new Jerusalem. So we do this, we navigate this through the feelings that arise within. It is the feelings that draw us into that 0 point, the still center, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things is the great central sun. And that is everywhere. That is the paradox. Everywhere I am, here now, is Hunabku, the great central sun, the Christos, merging with the Magdalene. And now that the wings of the eagle and the condor have touched, and we soar high above this realm, transmitting the divine love, the divine light, the divine union codes to all of humanity. And as all of you are doing or will do the same, through the love that is within, the light that is within, the Christos consciousness, the cosmic consciousness. And this is having great faith in the universe, in yourself, your highest self, which is one with Source. There is no separation. The separation program is the false code of the false matrix. The matrix, la matrica, the divine waters, is neutral. When the water's still, it's pure. When the motion, the movement, creates interference patterns, which in that, the mind sometimes can get in the way. So we let go of the mind, we let go of the thoughts, and we feel our way back to Source, here now. And in this feeling, as we move even beyond that, we go through and through and through until the full merging happens, and then the emergence, emerging from the still waters as the sacred lotus blossom of pure enlightenment and pure bliss, to activate all in this great awakening, this great ascension. So thank you for joining me on this great path of awakening, the path with heart, living from the heart, being connected to all things. Aho. I love you all. Namaste.